look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, rivals battle in the NFC East. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Arlington. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
Prescott on first down. That's right side. He's got Ferguson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Hurts finding Smith and an eagle. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To the air again. Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts going to hold on to this one. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it. So Philly will retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And that is incomplete. John Johnson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they ball in Japan.
They'll run it for the first time with Devontae Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. A huge play for Dallas. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
The play action. It's Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Play fake. Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
For the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he takes off, and Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Downfield is caught by Brown. going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Eagles.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the play fake. Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it with a second down and 10. Now it's Williams. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as as his head comes around. If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be second down. They'll throw again. Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. No issues there. This one is good. And the Cowboys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. DeMarion Overshown there on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one into the hands of Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And in motion is Brown. third and short, and Hurts will throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Again, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Osa Odigizua. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now, Hurts. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this stays a two-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Not a whole lot there. He's looking to midfield, and that's all.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And on third down, that ball is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw is Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Galveston. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here comes second and 4. Will try it again. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On first down, it's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 3 to go. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now he'll run. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Third down and 3. That's Goddard in motion. Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Now it is first and goal. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know?
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Into the secondary at the 45. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
I love this call. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
This one is caught by Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard. Now, for him individually,
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles.
make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
To throw is Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field, and they'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Ho-ho! Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Man in motion is Smith. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field,
that is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Cowboys 17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. So start this on the ground, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that 1st down.
They'll run it with Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Williams, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That one, take it in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st down, it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a second down. To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Hurts again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
2nd and 10. That's Goddard in motion. On the ground, this is Barkley. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll run the sneak. And that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. And they're knocking on the door of field goal range now. A first down there on a gain of 12. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here with Saquon. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up, and no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
On the 19-yard line.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Devontae Smith. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Eagles 31. Cowboys 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now a return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
It's metal, brain corrodes. You try to take us balls.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd down and 3. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Williams. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and short to Prescott. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.